Well then, Robbo, a great start to the season. First win, first game on the first game. How can you take that?
No, perfect. Yeah, we've done really well this pre-season as a group. Performances have been really solid, and what you always hope is you can transfer that into the first game of the season, because sometimes it can count for nothing. You've got to be able to cross that line and deliver under a bit more pressure, and thankfully we've managed to do that this game.
There's plenty of individual performances there, but generally a good team performance. Pressure from the team on Yorkshire throughout the game, really.
Yeah, we won the big hours, I felt. Obviously it was a good toss to win in terms of conditions, because it helped it swing. It was a brave toss because the stats probably said we should bat, and there's obviously all the stories about if it's sunny at Leeds you should bat, etc. But we bowled, and to be fair, the conditions have probably stayed the same all match, but we managed to exploit them really well, and we caught one. The ground fielding in that first session was magnificent, and we backed up the bowlers, and there was some great diving stops led by Rory Hampton-Brown, who's made a big difference to our ground fielding, but Gatt and Wellesley as well, and probably from that point onwards we never took our foot off their throat.
And in that first innings, the big individual performance, Chris Jordan on debut, dream start really.
Yeah, it is. It takes pressure off. It allows him to relax into the team and not to be chasing it and getting anxious. So that was great. And all the bowlers stuck in. It got stuck in, didn't he? Mags does what Mags does. He was a little bit undercooked. Got better as the game went on. Second innings, he looked like the old Mags. And obviously, Jimmy picked up a couple as well, but it was good. It was pleasing, and once you bowl a team out for 96, you really are on the front foot.
And that was it. I think the key was that everybody, even if they weren't taking wickets, were bowling very consistent, tight lines. Never really gave them anything to get their teeth into. Yeah,
backed up by the fielding, but as I say, then it was about getting off to a half decent start. We lost Luke relatively early, but Nash's innings of counter-attacking. And once you're at the close and you've got a small lead, although you're 3 down, I mean, yards was a really important hour, that yards did. To see the majority of side bottom, who was their best bowler throughout the match, off was really important. And while Nashi counter-attacked at the other end, and then you say you go in at the end of the day and you've got a lead of 4-5, and it's then again about that next hour. It's a huge hour for them. They need to get back in the game, but we don't lose a wicket, and then every run begins to hurt them. That partnerships of 40-50 with Rory and then Gatt, and obviously then Brown comes in, and with the captain Ed Joyce, who played a great innings in his own right, they probably took the game away from Yorkshire and put us into dreamland really, to have a lead of 250.
Yeah, because the tempo of that innings as well from Ed Joyce and Ben Brown was good, because obviously Joyce, not necessarily renowned for high tempo scoring, but he's steady in that, but his tempo was high. Brownie came in and sort of took the ball by the horns and that, and really put them under pressure. It
was a good cricket wicket. I think our batters felt it was a wicket you had to be positive on, but it did come on. The outfield was quick. So, and again, once you've got a lead, you've got a bit more freedom, obviously, and which was perfect. And yeah, and we needed the time. Obviously, the amount of time we've lost in the match to the weather, it's been vital that we scored those runs quickly. Although it wasn't necessarily the plan because of that, but as I say, the amount of time we lost has allowed us not to be under pressure.
That was the key, not letting that lost period yesterday morning really affect the tempo once we got out on the pitch yesterday, and the boys seemed to stick at their game, not really chase the game.
Well, the 27 for 1, they need 260 to make us bat again, and as although you've lost a session, you've lost some time on every single day, you've still got a lot of time left, and that's because you bowled them out quick and you've scored a good rate yourself, so you're not chasing the game. And they got stuck in a bit more Yorkshire yesterday, but again, Mags, as I said, was back to his best. That was him with some overs under his belt, causing constant threats really. Panasar, unbelievably unlucky, incredible. That was the only downside, is we missed 2 chances off Monty in the first 2 or 3 overs. We dropped balance at twice, short leg and slip obviously, but there's been a few down moments in this game.
But that, again, Monty's performance didn't actually necessarily get the wickets to show, but what a great bowling spell that was.
It was, because of what the pressure he produced. He was always a threat, and again, things happened at the other end as soon as he started bowling, and CJ got into a good rhythm as well. Something happened, and Bursa goes for one big shot too many, and he's castled, and from that point onwards we were right into them. And it was a shame on the last evening, again the weather intervened in the sense of, we felt we had side bottom out for naught, but that didn't go that way. And then you were negated a bit having to bowl spin when you probably wanted to bowl some seam just because of the weather and the light, etc.
Obviously, one half of the day complete. Second half for you in the car going home on the radio. Ipswich away. Hull. What are they going to do?
Definitely won't be much conversation between me and my co-pilot from 3 o'clock onwards. Been a bit nervous, not too bad for nerves during this last 4 days because we've obviously been on top. Fractionally anxious yesterday evening, but probably be a bit more nervous between 3 and 5, I reckon.
So you're looking for the White Rose to sort of turn over the southern side?
It is, isn't it? You know, you're not quite sure if you can call Ipswich a southern team, isn't it? Norfolk, and it's a bit different down and across there. So, yeah, and Peterborough, I've always been a big fan of Peterborough. They've got to come and do a job on Watford as well.
Well, hopefully those results go your way.
Definitely, and obviously we've got some die-hard Brighton fans in our team, your Nashes, etc. And I'm sure they'll be now nipping in the count going up to Middlesbrough with it being so close. I've been looking forward to hearing their match reports.